What's up, Cap Crew? Friday night, Friday evening, 6 o'clock, my time local. Fresh Pod Friday. I want a chance to win that cutting board and knife. Those things are badass. So tagged Jason. We're doing Fresh Pod Friday. We're going to go out in the garden. We're going to pick a fresh pod. We're going to pick something right out of the garden. And we're basically going to pick the first thing I see that's ready. So, reading the rules, I can eat whatever I want to as long as it's a fresh pod. So, Fresh Pod Friday. I see something right there. Right there, I see something. Well, maybe not. It's not exactly ready. I thought that was ready. Okay, so maybe we'll keep looking. Those are only halfway ready. Huh, okay. Let's keep looking. I don't want to eat a half green pod. No, I need like something that's ripe. That's too bad because that one's actually, damn it, maybe I'll eat one anyway. I mean, it's mostly ready. Not 100%. But that's actually a SRTSL crossed with a Marupi that no one in the world has, I think, except for me. It was bred by a buddy of mine in Canada for me. But it's not exactly ready yet. Let's see. Hold on. Marupi. See, all the Marupis are the ones that are going. There's plenty of peppers, but there's not a whole lot of stuff that's like ready. Let's see. What's this one? Hold on a second. Let's see what we got over here. Where's my name tag? What is this? Oh, okay, well, we will do a Marupi. Here's another one from the same guy. This one is, no one else in the world has this except for me either. This one is a Marupi white crossed with a Pimienta Moranga. We'll grab one of those. Let's see. Hold on. Maybe there's... Oh, hold on. Hold on. What's wrong with my phone? And we'll grab a SRTSL cross with a white Marupi. And a different Marupi. I've got like 5 different Marupi crosses my buddy Francis Gagnon up in Canada made specifically for me, or at least with me being the idea behind it. That Marupi would be the good backbone for a cross. We crossed them with some cool stuff. So this one looks like it actually has a full red pod on it. So let's grab one of those too. They're kind of short, but we'll grab one of those too. So we have we have peppers that nobody in the damn world really has. There's probably like 40 pepper plants out in my garden that really no one in the world has. These are 2 of them. We have a Marupi white crossed with a Pimienta Moranga, and we have an SRTSL crossed with a Marupi white. Fresh Pot Friday. I want one of those cutting boards. I want one of those knives. Just wiping this off a little bit. Hold on, let me go grab my knife for a little bit because actually, I don't need a knife. Screw it. I can just take a bite and look inside. There's nothing wrong with that pepper. Wow, this is crunchy. Can you hear that? Yeah, super crunchy. See, I'm going to go grab my knife to split so you can see the insides because it looks like this has a lot more capsaicin oil in it than I thought. Good evening, Joe. Good evening, Michael. Good evening, Jason. Give me 1 second. Sorry about that. My knives are in the garage. I didn't really plan on needing one. Wet guy. It's probably mostly water considering how much rain I've had recently. The only reason I really wanted to cut this one open is because the inner linings, the veins where all the seeds grown off of, they're actually quite yellow. So I don't know if that's going to pick that up or not. little bit. So the veins are normally pretty white in general, meaning the placental, elongages. But these are actually kind of yellow, so it's kind of interesting. It's kind of like they got permeated with oil. Huh, interesting. So this is a Marupi white crossed with a pimenta moranga. I think the moranga is something that Jess Tollerup's son out of Europe uses a lot in some of his crosses. So I think that's why my buddy Francis had that one. Super crunchy, kind of fruity. Surprisingly warm for Marupi. So maybe it's the moranga that is a little bit the hotter of the two parents. Because I grow Marupis, quite a few of them. It's one of my favorite peppers. And Marupi is basically just like a habanero type pepper or comparable heat level, but they're elongated, kind of wiggly, let's say. So I grow a lot of Marupis. And that's why I gave my buddy Francis the idea, hey, why don't you use Marupi as a backbone for your crosses? And he made he said he made like 10 or 12 Marupi crosses. The Marupi either being the pollen donor or the mom. And he sent me the 4 or 5 varieties he thought I'd like. So, Fresh Pod Friday. Cap Crew. Nice crunchy pepper. Fruity, juicy. Definitely has a chinense flavor. Not floral at all. Kind of bitter at the moment because of all that seed base. That'll be a nice surprise going out in pepper boxes here in another 6 to 8 weeks. Assuming I get to that point. Hell yeah. Cap Crew. Fresh Pod Friday. Heat level, I mean, somewhere like, maybe like a Fatale, like kind of like Fatale heat level. It's definitely, I don't think it's not hotter than that, but it's got the habanero type tongue burn that you get, and that's definitely from the Marupi side of this parentage. It's a tongue biter. It's not really going anywhere else. I mean, on a lot of our heat levels, we're going to say this is like a 2, maybe a 3, maybe. This one's primarily on the tongue. Mr. Mike Delope, here in about another hour and a half, there'll be a separate video. We're going to take on Brown Hellacious. This one is Fresh Pot Friday. You should probably do one. If you're not aware, Jason is putting on a little giveaway, a little comp. For a very cool cutting board and knife engraved specific to Cap Crew. That's why we're doing this Fresh Pod Friday. I mean, I was going to do it anyway, but I can't cross post from my main profile page and cross post it here. It's kind of against the rules. So I just walked out to the garden and picked the first thing that I saw that had a color change. And I didn't have to go very far into the garden. The first thing I saw was the Marupi White crossed with a Pimenta Moranga, and I also saw an SRTSL crossed with Marupi White, but I'm not going to eat this one at the moment. I got to save my mouth a little bit for whatever that Brown Hellacious thing you sent me. So, Fresh Pod Friday, Cap Crew, Jason. Thanks for the opportunity. You're a good man for sponsoring. That's pretty badass of you. For those of you that might be online in about another hour and a half, there'll be another one coming up. Something that blew my buddy Mike up out of the water. Apparently he said it's one of the hottest, or is the hottest thing that he has ever eaten, which is why I'm going to do that one a little bit later. So, Fresh Pot Friday. Cap Crew. Thanks for tuning in, guys. See you later. Have a good evening.